This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right near the 39. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the... .42. Second down, Dalton. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. of the gun, it's Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That one complete to Anderson. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Play action. It's gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here we go.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's second down. Dalton looking. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing. Dalton. It's caught. Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. This is Coleman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They will run again with Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Coleman now. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Dalton here from the gun. He finds Coleman. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Green with a catch left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First and 10 for Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Play action here with Dalton. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now here's a carry heading left. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
It's Coleman here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Goff. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks over him. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And got his man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
shift together here from the D-line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. Spinning away. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Monte Nicholson, the rookie out of Michigan State. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5.